Hello, welcome back. I knew it. I said it. I said it myself in that the thing that would kill me would be I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm not counting this. The thing I said before that the thing that would kill me would be lights out or power run, and I was 100% correct. Hello, I'm holding the escape button. Okay. I said before that the thing that would kill me would be power run or uh, lights out, and it was lights out due to RNG. Great, great, love it here. Okay, got this. We got Foxy in the cams, which is what we want to see. You know, that was just practice. That entire thing run was just practice. You see, because now we've started, and now that will stay up there for the whole game. Okay, I guess I should repeat everything from the previous run because you guys aren't going to see the previous run. Okay, let's see. Welcome to my speed run, um, where I'm going to be playing the Ultra Custom Night Campaign mode, any percent, as it says up there. In any percent, you need to beat 9 out of the 11 available levels in order to unlock the bad ending. It's not really the bad ending because you're forced to take it, so there isn't a good ending until you have already beaten the game. It's kind of weird like that. But I do like the fact that you're allowed to skip 2 of the nights. It's a very interesting dilemma, and because of that, the one other runner so far has taken a different strategy than me. And so, in their nights, they skipped Your Blue Now because Your Blue Now is just the worst night in the game. But they also skipped Power Run, which is the final night if you go in order. Instead, I am choosing to skip the second or third night. I think second night if you're going by speedrun strats, um, which is called Stage 01. Not because it's hard or anything, but simply because you have to input a code to get in, and that code thing is a bit iffy. It's a little finicky, not gonna lie. So instead of having to mess with that, I'm just gonna skip inputting the code and do a completely separate run. It also saves a bit of time in talking to minigame RWQ, and it saves a bit of time in walking out of the room. Because it's all about how close all the nights are to the route and how long it takes to unlock them. Most of the nights are in your way, so they're not a problem. So most of the run is just dictated by ones that are in your way directly or don't require you to do anything to get to them, such as Simple Start, which is one of the 2 required levels. The other required level, Lights Out, is the one that killed me last time because Monster Rat decided to spawn on the last 2 camera flips when I got ambushed by a bunch of other stuff, and thus didn't have time to deal with him. Very funny. We had a good laugh about it, but now we're doing the real run, where we are back at Simple Start, which is a very exciting level. Woo. Um, yeah, it is pretty disheartening to have it happen so late into the run, but I knew from the beginning Lights Out would be the run killer before I replayed Power Run and realized Power Run has a little. There's a reason that the person skipped Power Run. Power Run is different from most nights. Most nights in this game, as you can see, they're timed, so there's nothing you can do about them. 90% of this run is just based on movement, and then there's 5% based off of how well you do in Foxy Fighters. Uh, Another 5% is how well you do in the final chase sequence. 10% is in the overworld. No, wait, 80% is in the overworld. 5% is in Foxy Fighters. 5% is in the final chase. And then the last 10% is on the nights you choose to play. And I'm picking Power Run. Oh, okay. Well, it was literally the first run. Like I care if the first night, if I die. That would be very funny. As you can see, I used a lot of power, but I also won, so it's not a big deal. Now's the spammy part. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Oh, nice. Nice, smooth. I have to switch over to my mouse. Okay, now this night, I'm glad it's early on because it has quite a bit of RNG thrown in there. First we have Mangle, who moves randomly. Then we have Monster Rat, who moves randomly. Then we have Withered Foxy, who spawns randomly. Then we have Ringmaster Foxy, who also spawns randomly. We have a bunch of randomness happening, basically. And all we want to do is minimize the RNG that kills us. But sometimes you're going to have something like what happened in last run, where I just got overrun with way too much, and I was basically forced to death. And while that sucks in a normal playthrough, it sucks even more in a speed run, because depending on how late into the night that is, that could easily be a run killer. And with how competitive the first player is, I'm pretty sure, even if I die to like Xmas, where you basically only die at the beginning. Okay. I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that. Hello. Welcome to my 4th attempt at beating Ultra Custom Night campaign mode quickly. Last time on Ultra Custom Night campaign mode, I died due to negligence. The time before that, I died due to bad RNG. Luckily, only the first attempt made it past the 20-minute mark. Unluckily, the first attempt made it past the 20-minute mark before I died. I've been doing the whole run null and void. The problem is, I'm trying to commentate here while I'm doing these runs. So, it leads to a little problem of having to repeat everything I said already. You know? Ooh, look at that. 3 coins. That's how much the gift was. The gift will be important for a single night and then never again. And even in that night, it's not that important. The only one who matters in that night is Xmas Bonnie. Christmas Tree Bonnie, I meant. Okay, the Ultra Custom Night campaign mode. Any % category means you get the bad ending. To get the bad ending, you must beat 9 out of the 11 possible nights to get a bridge to the final chase sequence. while 2 of the nights are required, Starter Night and Lights Out, all the other nights are yours to choose which 2 you don't want to do. There's one other person who did a speed run before me, and they have a very similar plan to what I did, but their difference is that they chose to skip the 10th night, or the 11th night, power run. Meanwhile, I'm choosing to skip the 2nd night, stage 01, because stage 01 takes a little time to get to. First, you have to go up to a door you're going to see in a minute, and then you have to enter in a code, which is a bit finicky about when you have to enter in the code. And then you have to walk it through a room, a short room, talk to someone, play the night, then you have to leave the room and come back. And I believe all that put together, it wastes a bit of time when Power Run, the 11th night, is just right there in the path. The reason the other person didn't use Power Run is because Power Run features a specific character that slows down the real timer, like this timer, and basically wastes my time. So if I don't deal with stuff correctly, that night is the only night that will go over 4.5 minutes. Since for the most part this game is just 80% of the speedrunning in this game is just going through the overworld. Then 10% is how well you do on Foxy Fighters. And then the last 10% is which nights you choose to skip, and how well you do in Power Run if you picked that one. Because if Power Run is done perfectly, it is the best strategy. But if you mess up Power Run at all, you might have just lost to that guy who picked to do something else instead. As you can see, Simple Start requires no thought whatsoever, and it's basically just free. But I have gone to go through it 3 times, so it's not been the most enjoyable time. On to the second one. Don't mess up the skip. Oh man, if I'd clicked back, that would have been bad. Now last time, I died due to my own incompetence. I will admit it. It was my own fault. This time, I'm going to be a little bit more cautious. Oh, then again, I was a little bit screwed over by RNG last time. There was a lot coming in at once. But that's not an excuse that I can use. Like, it's not a perfect, all-encompassing. Oh, of course, we understand. No, it was my own fault as well. While that was a pretty tricky first 10 seconds, I'm getting a short break. Whew. Okay. The thing is that Classic Rat can literally just kill within mere seconds if given the chance. And so can Mangle, as you can see from how aggressive she is. But of course, that won't stop me from dealing with both of them. Yeah, he's gone, and he's chilling. Last time what killed me was Ringmaster Foxy, who just happened to spawn really early into the night, multiple times. Pretty unlucky, but I can't say that I shouldn't have been checking. That's my own fault. I mean, I remember when I used to think that there was a cooldown to him of some kind, but no, there's nothing. I always want to be as close as possible for Mangle. I mean, I could close the top door once I get to a certain point in order to ensure safety, but Ooh, I did something. Okay. I think Remaxer Foxy is being kind of a bit. No, I am still gonna pay attention to Mangle. I don't see any reason not to. Okay, wow, that was really rude. I do not like Classic Rat, because he's just far too RNG. Because he can just appear and then bonk, he's gone. He's just gone. You would have been dead. And I have been deaded sometimes due to him just appearing. I do not particularly like this night because it is all the characters are very RNG dependent, and they also really don't have a coherent theme, so that sucks as well. But yeah, I'm making ends meet. Withered Foxy is just not enjoyable. Like, it would have been fine if he had some sort of cooldown, but nah, he just does his own thing. Oh, I forgot to deal with you, but luckily I should be fine. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Look at that. Game design moment. Seriously, you can't just have RNG take the place of making characters balanced. Terrible, terrible. I hate it here. And I know for a fact, one time he did appear at the very last second and try to kill me when I was 2 seconds away, so I don't trust ya. Okay, we're good, we're good. Come on, come on. Okay, on to the third night. Awesome night. This one has a funny mechanic where every character is the character Pop goes. And that's it. Aha, Easter Bonnie tried to get me early, but to no avail. Yeah, this night, the only problematic one is Easter Bonnie, surprisingly, who has killed me a few times without ever spawning, so don't know what that's about. But I just make sure to lower the cameras every once in a while to make sure that he's not going to do that. That sure would not be funny if it happened this run. Otherwise, I just stay on cam 2 because looking at Freddy on floor 4 slows him down. Otherwise, not much going on. Yeah, not much happening this night. Hey, at least we're making it a bit farther than my previous attempt, but my first attempt actually made it to the next night, which is, in my opinion, the biggest problem night of any of them. Because that night basically just has Bucket Bob, and Bucket Bob is funny RNG that's really fast sometimes and just can appear and kill you basically with nothing, no way for you to stop it. Okay, wow, Easter Bunny's being insanely aggressive. Last time, Easter Bunny didn't even show up at all. Oh, but this time, every time. Every time is an Easter Bunny time. Did it a bit early. That's so sad. I think I am about at the point. I think I'm good. Honestly. I feel like I'm good. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Now we'll keep the door closed on this one and let him do his thing. Do his attack once per night thing. That was the ham toilet. The ham toilet can just kill you randomly, which would obviously be a run-ender. Actually, no, I think specifically he crashes your game, which would definitely be a run-ender. So that's why we don't mess with the ham toilet. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna close both doors just to be on the safe side. It is also funny because last time Spring Bonnie attacked, and this time Spring Bonnie didn't attack once, so, huh. Okay, yeah, I forgot you're supposed to hold down at the beginning. Okay, now on to Lights Out, which is the first time that I'm really scared for my life with RNG. Because, as I said last time, is when I got killed by RNG. I didn't think I was going to be killed by RNG, but I was. So, I'm getting my hand perfectly prepared for... Come on. Okay. Let's get this party started. Any early Bucket Bobs want to show up? Yep, they do. Get rid of Monster Cat early. Check for Bucket Bob. Always check for Bucket Bob. And there we go. We've set up the night. All that's left now is to survive it. Last time what killed me was Monster Rat suddenly appearing, so I just have to remember to not let that happen. And Monster Cat, I didn't even know if he could kill you until other people told me that he actually can. So, that's something to watch out for, I guess. I really hate the fact that Phantom Freddy is in this challenge. He just does not mesh at all. Wow, okay, almost. See, he does block stuff, but it never feels fair if he happens to randomly block something. Okay, Bucket Bob, okay. I just realized that it'd be much easier to just click Phantom Freddy and let him do that thing. So, at least I know that strategy from now on. Check for the eyes. Get Bucket Bob before I go back. Check for Pan Stan. Have Withered Foxy appear just over my day. Check for Bucket Bob. Okay, good. Check for Pan Stan. There's Innard. I know I could just wait for the honking sound, but with how much RNG is involved in this challenge already, I don't want Innard to be covered up by something else, and for that to mess me up. Because that would just suck. Wow, I completely forgot Ballora was in this challenge. I mean, cool, I like her mechanic. But also, oh yeah, and Toy Chica and Toy Bonnie never show up, but when they do, it never feels like it fits with the rest of the challenge. It is very jarring. It's like, why even bother? Check for monster rat size. Monster rat last time killed me mere moments before my victory, so I'm not taking any chances. Okay, and always remember that old candy is in this challenge as well, so always remember that little flash of darkness is old candy checking up on you. Speaking of checking up, there's Bucket Bob checking up on us. No Pan Stan yet, but if Pan Stan were to appear, it would not be a big deal. BB can also appear, but that is basically means nothing. Okay.
Exotic Butters.
Exotic Butters. Oh, there was Monster Rat trying to sneak up. There was Old Candy trying to sneak up on me. Ah, I see. Okay. Okay. Never think that you're safe, because you never will be. Except for I'm safe now. Now that it's over, I'm safe. Okay. Next up is Phantom Crowd, a basically free night with nothing to it. Ooh, slick moves. We're just gonna do this, but there's really nothing to do here. No, no, no. Yeah, like I care. I really wish that there was Party Freddy or something in this run to make you have to do something, but no. You just are fine doing whatever. I think Ducks is where you want to be.
Exotic Butters.
And yeah, this is the whole night basically. The worst that can happen is that you get annoyed by Ghost Freddy or Adventure Phantom Mangle. That guy can also be pretty annoying. But yeah, there's basically nothing going on. After this, we'll be doing Xmas, which is a very funny challenge. Oh yeah, and I'm in the duck system because for some reason the duck system is an option, even though it doesn't have anything to do with this challenge. So you can just hang out in the duck system and not face any consequences. Which is pretty fun. I'm kidding, it's horribly unfun. So I do love how Adventure Phantom Mangle always seems to get the right moment to send out a pizza, right when there's a loud sound of some sort. It's 4 a.m. now. At this point, if I were to accidentally put on the,
Exotic butters.
Mask, I would die. Which, the Adventure Crying Children do, but, they would probably kill me due to ventilation error anyway, so...
Exotic butters.
Funny. Oh, I hate it here. Seriously, some of these mechanics just suck. And if it weren't for the knight had literally no way to lose, then it would be very painful. Next up is Xmas. Okay, this one's a bit tricky. So, basically, what we're gonna do is try to collect as many coins as possible at the very beginning. Put on earmuffs. Nothing. Just gonna wait for presents to appear now. Any second now. Okay. Now we're free to buy them. As well as the death coin just for the flex. And the night is over. That's it. That's the night. I could open the doors and have to play a stupid game where Christmas Tree Bonnie gives me like 2 seconds to react. Or I can just leave them closed for 90% of the night and we don't have to worry about any of that. Of course, I am going to open them at the end because I had them closed during the beginning, which means I don't want to keep them closed the entire night. I'm going to run out of power. And Christmas Tree Bonnie then would be able to just have a grand old time trolling me. But I'm at least going to go for a good part of the night with just a short break. You know, completely free of any problems. We had such a long and difficult night before, you know? Okay, new strategy. I'm opening both, and then the second I close one for one of these, I'm gonna keep it closed. Wow, both simultaneously. That's really mean. You know, it's actually nice I can just look at this one now. Oh yeah, and there's no ventilations errors in this night for some reason. I mean, I'm not complaining, but yeah, it's weird. Why didn't I think of doing this before? Just having one closed makes it a whole lot simpler. And I have done it where I've kept both doors open at the beginning of the night in order to increase RNG, but still, it increases RNG if you leave both doors open, because Christmas Tree Bonnie could just screw you over. But hey, in return for that night, I got to just leave both doors open the entire night, walk away from my computer, come back, and free points. So, nice. I think we have enough at this point to last us for the rest of the night, but I may open this left door again just for the funnies. Even though it's not that funny. This late into the run, I forgot those snowballs existed. No matter, he's not on a high enough level for him to be stupidly difficult, so. Okay, we're opening this. Immediately tries to kill me. Okay, it's only 30 seconds. I can handle 30 seconds. Okay, after this, it's gonna be Fury Nightmare, I believe, which is another joke of a level. Basically, they're all jokes until we get to the end. So this is like the breather, you know, after Lights Out, which for some reason people consider one of the hardest ones. These are the easy times. Okay, gotta avoid the funny. Actually don't know if that's faster, but oh well. Here's the part where we wait for a funny joke. Oh wow, this is so funny. I'm laughing so hard right now. Okay. Oh no, I missed. Okay. And we've won. This night is just that simple. Just for the funnies, I am going to go and collect a death coin, because I love doing that, just so I have literally anything to do. And since you can't see death coin, or since you can't see your Faz coin total, all you can do is see the... Oh no, I spawned him a bit too early. Oh well. We can just spawn Anim Jude every chance we get, because he kind of lasts a while, and... you know, I'm pretty tired after all the work I've done. Does anyone even spawn until 2 a.m.? I don't know, honestly. I don't remember. I know at 2 a.m. Soul Digger or whatever spawns. I also love how I just realized Dream Guy's first theory is going to be up here, which means it's going to be blocked, and the thing that's supposed to block your view is going to be blocked itself, which is very humorous. I don't like the chicken here. The boxes don't matter because they increase the toxins a bunch at once, and chicken was eaten. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's not like this is going to make it hard, it's just going to make it annoying. Why is Thug Cheek on such a high level? That is a question. I also love the fact that Thug Chica has a high chance of spawning chicken, kind of making her impossible by herself. But also, due to the high amount of chickens, I'm probably not gonna die either. I also love how this night has ventilation errors when Christmas, the Xmas level, doesn't. When, seriously, why does the Xmas level not have ventilation errors? Because that is a thing I've been asking for a while, just so I can test characters, and it's now still not a thing in the Knights. It's only a thing in the Xmas level. Nowhere else. Well, actually, I don't think it's in the Rainbow Challenge, which we'll be doing after this, but still. That makes sense. Xmas Challenge doesn't. This would make sense to not have ventilation errors because it's really boring, and I'm bored. Seriously, come on. Let's just get this over with. Come on. Uh-oh, there's the ball. It hit me. Ooh, Foxy Fighters is next. Love it. Foxy Fighters is the minigame. The one minigame we get to play because the rest of the minigames are not here. So it's arrow keys and I think X or C, something like that. Okay, so now you have to avoid bullets, and it's worth avoiding these bullets, but I'm pretty sure later on you can just avoid... You can ignore all the bullets and they won't do anything, so... Now he's going to start sending out the other ones, which I believe the pan stand does a little bit of damage. But it's not going to be enough to be a big deal to me. Okay, and then death, as you know. We walked a bit far, but that's not a big deal at all. Okay, good. Back on track. Oh yeah, I should probably do that. Next up is Rainbow Challenge, but before we do that, we gotta get past Chica's Magic Rainbow. And that part's gonna kinda suck, not gonna lie. Oh, I forgot. First, we have to get our speed up boost, which is going to be worth it, even though there's this little wait, which I kind of like. It's not funny, but it does give the little speed running strategy, I guess, of, oh, it wastes a bit of time, but in the end you're so fast it doesn't matter, because during the final chase sequence, all that wasted time there is made up for. Now, this part kind of sucks, because there's a little bit of RNG thrown in there.
Surprise! I'm gonna kill you!
Because first we have these. And then there's the forced death. And then you just go through it again. And then there's the best part, which is where you can just get screwed over. No, 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 no. Okay, good. Now this part might be a little teeny beeny bit tricky because I can't see the top left corner. Now I said teeny weeny because I can't see the top left corner. It's not that big a deal.
Exotic butters.
As you can see during the beginning before the storm, I like to move all of my bomb bites over to the left side because that is the side I'm going to be at the least. While I'm not going to be at either side, the left side is where Ghost Freddy comes from. If Ghost Freddy hits me, I die. Now I have done this twice, and both times I only got hit once, I believe. Well, maybe I got hit twice in the second one, but still. As long as I do half as good as that, I should be good to go. Well, half as good as getting it 4 times, and that's definitely free, so. Since it's only 1, I'm still going to send them over, but I think once I get to 2, I'm going to ignore them a bit. Plus, the ones down by the flowers, really, I'm not going to be going there. So. The biggest trouble is the magic rocks if they or the magic teleportation things if they randomly get ya. Oh, that's not fun. Man, usually the bomb bites don't explode this much on the side. But like I said, not a big deal. So yeah, we're almost nearing the end. I didn't realize it until now, but yeah, we are getting fairly close to that final challenge, which is not the run. The chase sequence is not the final challenge. It's definitely Power Run, because that's the one night where everything matters. Okay, I believe we are getting very close to 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is when things start to get a bit serious due to the spawning of the butterflies. They spawn in the middle and shoot down. And eventually they're just going to fly off on their own. But you want them to do that as quickly as possible. There's no way you can control this. But the best you can do is roll with the punches and do that quick movement I just did if you get in a tight situation. Your main focus should still be the petals and avoiding them. But remember to block that jump scare. That's the second one. I believe there's 3, and the third one is the trickiest one because that's when it's 5 a.m. At this point, I'm not really going to be putting the bombs over there, obviously, because there's a sunflower there. And now you can see why I did that. So 4 a.m. is when the eyeballs spawn, and they actually require some effort. Unlike the flower petals where you just see them and avoid them, The eyeballs, they track you a little bit. So, you still, it's the same basic principle, but now you have to react a bit quicker. Because they have that second burst of speed. I think they might also do a bit more damage. I believe the rainbows do the most damage, but don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've read the mechanic. And I found myself again, okay. That is very annoying if you randomly get teleported like that. Luckily, it wasn't the worst situation. I thought I went to the bottom right. And it's already 5 a.m. So now I'm preparing for the final block jump scare. Remember that petals are worse, or are better than rainbows. And the rainbows don't really do anything other than be in the middle. Which makes, of course, if Red Bear does get you, you're screwed at 5 a.m. So don't let him get ya. Oh, and thanks for reminding me, Ghost Freddy, of your existence. That's also important. That's why I stay to the left side of the screen a bit, so I have more reaction time. But I like to stay in the center most, because that's where my attention is. And I'm safe. Okay. Next and final run is Power Run. This final run will decide whether this is a new world record or a new world worse. I was not low enough. I expected to be low enough. Okay, so now I finally get to describe why this run is so tricky. Okay, so first there's that, but mainly it's that this boy is back. Now, you'll remember all those times before when we wanted to shock, or when we wanted to let him in and shock him. Well, now, thanks to Katrina Choi Chica existing, that is no longer the correct option. Instead, we're going to want to stop him with the door as much as possible. Okay, don't kill me? Okay, good. That VR Toy Freddy is not a big deal. I just was overreacting to him because it's late in the run. I don't want to die. Another important thing is to check the office often, as Neon Jukebox, if you have the Glow Music Box on, he might try to kill you. At this point, I'm going to close both doors, and there we go. Purposely play the music box to tire him out. That way, as you can see, I purposely tired him out so I know I'd be safe for a while longer. You also have to flash Adventure Springtrap a bit to save your power. Really, you should always put your life above power in any situation. Like, I've done a 300% run of this, and I don't need to do it again. So, all I care about now is making sure... Oh yeah, this guy. Okay, I'm just gonna wait it out.
Hello?
He's funny. He's funny. He laughs it up. Now, I am noticing my power is getting a little low, but not that low, really. So... okay. Also, you need to click the heads as much as possible, just because... Oh yeah, I shouldn't need to say this, but avoid the knives. They take away more power. Okay, at this point, I'm actually getting a bit... At this point, I'm actually getting a little bit uncomfortable with the power levels, but we can deal with this. We can deal with this. Oh. Oh, great. This is not what you want to see. I was way too careful at the beginning. You know the worst part of this is? Every time I shock, it's slowing down the in-game timer, meaning this is going to lead to a bunch of wasted time, which sucks. And then I pass out in the end anyway. I'm still going for it, guys. I'm going for it. All we gotta do is just be perfect again. I think the problem was I was just far too lenient with Adventure Wither Bonnie. I was just letting him do his own thing, and this time I'm not gonna let that happen. Okay. Another important thing is to never let the ball drop. As you saw... As you saw last time, when the ball touched the floor, Endo appeared. Virtual Endo just appeared. Which obviously was a run killer. Not Virtual Endo appearing, but the ball dropping. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, goody, goody, goody. Yeah, this run is just in the bag. I wish I'd done this last time. But hey, you know what the silver lining is? This means I can improve it. This means I can do a better run later. Because without this, I would have just done a perfect run. And that would have been pretty boring, wouldn't it? Okay, but yeah, this run is much better. I have no idea why I died. That was the first time I ever died on this run. I think it was literally just because I let the ball drop once. Okay. Okay, we're not doing the best. We're not doing the best. Okay, we're not doing the best, I gotta say. What? This is literally, I never died to this night before. I have no idea what is wrong. Okay. So much for all that practice. It never mattered. That was very slick. Yeah, fair game design, what's that? Okie doke then. Okay. randomly lost a bunch of power. I can deal with this though.
Come closer and sing a song for you.
Or I can die before It's just not worth it anymore. It's just not worth it. I don't know. I don't know. There's nothing here that's nothing here. There's nothing here that should be doing this. Oh. Guys. I forgot Fetty was in the night. It doesn't even matter. I just never pulled the switch. Of course. Of course that was the entire time. Me and all my genius never pulled the switch. And that was causing me to lose a bunch of power every second. Making the night impossible. Oh, whoop-de-doo. That was very smooth of me.
Hello?
Come closer and sing a song for you. Come closer and sing a song for you.
Hi.
Look at how much...
Closer and sing a song for you.
Hi.
Seriously, Fetty is the only reason that this challenge is killing me.
Hi.
Wait, I sure do love that jump scare sound. I'd like you to play that sound again. Oh, thank you. This is so embarrassing, though. Such a blunder is undeserving of any placement, honestly. Like, look at this. 200%, all because Fetty was off. I even ignored Withered Bonnie the entire time. Oh. I'll be back. I'll be back with a vengeance. At least I get a chance to do the grand finale. At least I get a chance to do the grand finale justice. Yeah, let's just practice for this. Oh, I love that part. I'm glad that I did that on a run that didn't matter. But that part where he grows big, and if you didn't go all the way down, you just get screwed over, I guess. Loving it. Okay. And then the rest of it doesn't matter. He can't catch you after that point. Okay. Woo. Yeah, this does not feel at all rewarding because it's such a stupid loss. Seriously, I have no one to blame but myself. I just had played the night earlier today in order to practice for this run. Not even earlier today, just right before I started recording. But I forgot. Okay, I did that a bit early. Not that it really matters. We'll just say it was a 107. That was really sad, guys. Can we get F's in the chat?